So these are games I beat Grandmasters. One of them was online in the Pro Chess League, this one, and the other 6 are from tournaments, like over the board. Okay, I have to trick the system here, and I did. Yay. This is against Niclas Huschenbeth. And see, how do I say this without getting in trouble? I guess I can't. Maybe I can't say that. Let me think about it. Nah, I'm going to pass. I had a story about Huschenbeth, which I probably can't tell. Okay, so when I played in the Pro Chess League, and this is when I lived in St. Louis, and I played for the St. Louis team, I prepared very hard for my games. And this was a game against Huschenbeth. The Pro Chess League changed. I think this was the U.S. Chess League in 2012, and it became the Pro Chess League like in 2014 or 15, I think. Well, I could be wrong. But anyway, I prepared for Huschenbeth. In my preparation, I prepared for the King's Indian, which I saw him play in my database. And he played Nimzo Indian. So I thought he was playing something he doesn't normally play, so I couldn't prep for him because he's a better player than I am. And he saw that in a video I made, and he said, well, you must not have looked at my games. So then I went to a database again and looked at his games, and he had tons of Nimzo Indians with black. I just missed them all. So, good preparation. Okay, so this is Niclas Huschenbeth. He's a German grandmaster, but he was a student at one of the universities that gives scholarships. I think it was UMBC, but this is 11 years ago, so I could be wrong. Okay, I'm white. Now, the reason I like this game and the reason I'm showing you these games today is these are games typically I haven't done lectures or showed on stream. Maybe I did once, but for the most part, most of you haven't seen these games. For the most part. A lot of my games I've shown on the internet 4 or 5 times, like maybe once for St. Louis, once on chess.com, maybe even on ICC videos 15 years ago. Okay, and this game won Game of the Week in the Chess League. This was voted best game of the week, and this was up for Game of the Year, and they had 20 candidates, and mine came in 18th. So I wasn't winning Game of the Year. And so forth. UMBC outside of Baltimore. I don't know where it is, but yeah. Yeah, UMBC's always had a chess team with chess scholarships. They were the first university to do that. Are these games with or without beard? Probably without. I mean, this one. Other ones, I don't know. Okay, so I always play Queen C2. I always play Knight F3. If you remember correctly, and I'm not saying you do, this is what Dean and I looked at. And this position, I recommended Dina play G3. Although in the European team championship, she didn't play D4 on move 1 in any of her games. So maybe she will in Charlotte. Maybe. Okay, but I played Bishop D2. This is another line I play. This gives white nothing unless black doesn't know what to do, and my opponent didn't know what to do. So he played badly. Genius plays subscribe with Prime. Thank you. I just subbed during an ad, and it won't go away. You subbed during an ad. Yeah, refresh your screen. Try to be smarter. Always refresh. If you refresh the web page, that'll go away. Yeah, if you can't do stuff on the internet, have a small child help you. They're pretty good with the internet. Yeah. is it possible anyone could beat the 76ers this year? Have you seen the 76ers before? I mean, the 83 76ers were good, but 76ers can't win. They're the 76ers. That's how they roll. Boston's way better than the 76ers. Milwaukee's better, etc. Okay, so 2 players does not a team make. Okay, so knight c5, a3, bishop c3, bishop c3. This is the critical position in the variation. Black has one move that easily equalizes, but a lot of people don't see the threat. The threat doesn't win, but it's very scary for the opponent. Okay, so he should play knight c to e4 and get rid of my bishop. And then you take the knight, that's theory. And I've had that, and that usually ends in a draw. I specifically remember drawing in slow chess Irina Krush and Varakobian after knight ce4. Okay, he played b6, which I faced several times. And after knight g5, white is better. White's threatening, bishop takes f6, followed by queen h7 mate. So black has to do something drastic. The 3 things he can do are g6, which I usually face, e5, and rook e8, which I have faced. And the idea with rook e8 is if I take and check, he plays king f8. And black has good compensation for a pawn because my knight's hanging and my b2 pawn is hanging. So he played the move I usually face, g6. And when you traded off your dark squared bishop, this isn't the pawn structure you want. It's because I have a dark squared bishop and he doesn't. So the engine says g6 is a very bad move, and now white is winning. Okay, so I played the correct move, b4, since I've had this position before, b4. And, I mean, the engine plays knight b7, which I faced, and black's position is horrible. So he played h6. And I didn't want to move my knight because then he would play knight e4. And I saw the engine move but didn't want to play it, which is h4. Because, you know, if he takes and I take and he moves his knight, then rook h8 is mate. So I could play h4. The move I played is second best, very close. I just took his knight. He took my knight. And I want my queen to be on this diagonal because that's good. The engine wants me to play h4 again. I played queen d3. I want to play queen d4, GG. And I also want to play queen f3, also GG. Okay, he played bishop b7, which prevents queen f3. I played queen d4. He played the only move, king g7. And now I play h4. So if it's my move, hg5 wins instantly. So he has to do something about that. He played b takes c5, which is the engine move. I took. Now I'm threatening to take on g5 2 different ways. So he played g4. And here I played the engine move that most of you wouldn't think of. So what do you guys think the best move for white is? Thanks, Tonkan. Bishop takes h6. Queen g6. Most moves suggested are illegal. Time control? I think it was game 75 with 30-second increment. Something like that. That's my guess. I can't prove it. It was on the internets. So queen g5 is the second best move. h5 is the third best move, and nobody has suggested the best move. And I played the best move. No wonder I won Game of the Week. That's right, Bach. You'll be Bach. Rook d1, having sufficient time to look at the engine. Very good. Yeah, my rook's good on d1. So I just improved my rook. Okay, he played d5, which is the second best move. Wants him to play rook h8. It's tied. I played queen d4, which is the best move. He played rook h8. And I ignored his attempt to stop me from playing h5 by playing h5. And the idea is if he takes here, he obviously can't take with the knight. If he takes with the pawn or the rook, if he takes with the rook, I trade rooks. And I'll play like queen e5, queen g5, or queen f4, queen g5. So he doesn't want the g file opened up. He played the engine move, rook h6. Okay, and I played a creeping move, because I'm a creep. Queen e5. Not the Stone Temple Violets. Violets? Not the Stone Temple Violets song, the Radiohead song. Both creep, but different songs. Okay, he played rook c8. That's the engine move. I played e3, defending my pawn. So he can't play rook takes pawn because I take with the bishop. Yeah, unfortunately, he just has this problem the whole game. Very unpleasant. Queen e7. And I played the engine move again, rook h4. I want to play rook takes g4 and rook f4. He played bishop c6. So I played rook g4. And this you guys will actually like. Sometimes when I think you'll like something, you don't like it, but you're going to like this. If he plays rook takes h5, I play queen takes rook because everything's pinned. Yeah, Karen and I used to sing Creep by Stone Temple Pilots at karaoke. She would sing 90% of the song, and I would sing the 10% where they have some kind of chorus. That's good that everything he has is pinned. Okay, so he didn't do that. He played bishop a4, engine agrees. I played rook f4, always sack the exchange, with tremendous pressure on his knight. He played g takes h5. The engine prefers rook h5, and then I win a piece. So I'm piece up, so I'm plus 4.5. And I take, and now if he takes with the rook, I play queen g5 check, and I have probably mate, and I'm winning all his pieces. So he resigned here. Engine says I'm plus 6. Because after rook takes queen g5 check, I'm a piece up, and I'm still attacking him. So that one game of the week in the Pro U.S. Chess League, I think in 2012, it was still the U.S. Chess League. But I can't prove it. But I'm guessing so. Because we're pretty weak for, I'm no good. I wouldn't play in the Pro Chess League. Although my team did win the Pro Chess League. But that was in 2017.